Good evening, folks. It's squash time again. And I want you to know I don't get paid for this. I don't get paid for this. Neither do I want any money for it. Squash is my love and squash is my passion. And especially, I have to say, I followed the Jahangir Jansher era. Starting from 1987, that's when I followed them from VHS to become whatever. So today, I'll make it as short as I can. I'm going to share with you listen, I love them both, Jahangir and Jansher. But when Jansher Khan came in 1987, it was a very exciting time. And, he beat him, etc., etc. This is World Open semi-final 1987, Birmingham, UK, England, and Jansher Khan beats Jahangir the third time. So in a row. And now, so I'm just going to give you that match. Okay, first game, Stuart Sharp, rest in peace. He said, it's going to be no easy task beating Jahangir Khan three times on the trot. Jansher had beaten him already in the Hong Kong Open and Pakistan Open. This is the World Open now. World Open, the biggest match, the biggest tournament. So I have the match on VHS. I put it onto DVD. Jahangir Khan is angry. You can see he's angry in the first game. He's thrashing the ball. He's making Jansher run around like mad. And Jansher, especially when Jahangir Khan would come in the first game and second, especially, he would be, he would. It was a surge. It was like a ocean, a sea coming, towards you. He would make sure he would get that lead. And there would be no jokes, no smiles, obviously not. So anyways, first game, Jahangir beats Jansher 9-3. You can see Jahangir Khan is angry, he's like, I'm gonna be world champion. He had lost, he was not world champion, he had lost to Ross Norman the year earlier. Anyways, so 9-3, Jahangir beats Jansher. Second game, Jansher, around 3-all, he finally, gets a grip on Jahangir, and he comes back to and he beats him the second game. Jansher beats Jahangir 9-4. Third game. Now this is a very tough game. Jahangir Khan says, this is what my analysis. He said, I'm not going to let Jansher get a lead of 2-1. So he fights, especially at 7-all, 7-6. Jansher goes up 7-6, and then Jahangir makes it to 7-all. This game stops. There's rally, there's fights, there's war. Jahangir Khan changes his racket. At least 15 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes, this 7-all. Jahangir Khan hits drop shots. Jansher is running like retrieving, lob. Jahangir hitting it hard, and it's worth watching. Anyway, but then Jansher goes 8-7. And finally, there's a massive battle. And then finally, Jansher Khan wins that third game. And Stuart says the third game to Jansher Khan, and Jahangir is behind. He won the first game well, but the young man has come back. That's fourth game. Now, again, Jahangir Khan takes a 5-1 lead. Fourth game from Jansher. So people are like, okay, now I think Jahangir will win this game and will make a comeback and win 3-2. But he gets tired. I'm telling you honestly, I've seen the match 100 times, maybe more than that. This is the first match which made me a fan. 5-1, Jahangir Khan finally gets tired, and Jansher goes back to 4-5. Anyways, he still puts his act together. He forces the match to 7-4. And that's it. And then from there, Jansher Khan goes from 4-7 to 7-all, 8-7. And Stuart Sharp, as I said, rest in peace, said, we are in a situation where the world number one, that's Jahangir Khan, is 2 points away from going out of these championships. And Jansher Khan wins 9-7. So the score was 3-9, 9-4, 9-7, 9-7. To be honest, Jahangir Khan lost the match by 4 points. 4 points. Only 4. But those 4, that's the thing. That's what makes you a champion. And, like if 7-9, 7-9, in the third and fourth game. 4 points. And that's the difference. That's what makes you a champion or that doesn't make you a champion. Jansher Khan wins the semi-final. Muhammad Yasin was his coach. He comes, he hugs him, and and Jansher Khan, doesn't have much of an expression on his face. Someone else would have. If you see Rami ashore, he can go mad. Jansher Khan was like, he just has a cool expression, all okay. Nothing. I have not achieved the sort of expression like I've not done much. You defeated the world number one, the giant Jahangir Khan. Anyways, so that's a phenomenal match, and I'll just say one more. Then of course the next day was the final, and Jansher Khan beats Chris Dittmar 3-1, and he wins and becomes world champion for the first time. So folks, I'm just saying that the Jahangir Jansher era was very exciting, and if you can get your hands on this match somehow, I don't know if it's available there, but it's worth watching. This is what made me a fan, and inshallah, a fan forever. And the fight, Jahangir Khan put everything into it. It was just one of those days. Just he put everything. And I'll repeat, this book called Jahangir and the Khan Dynasty. This Englishman says in it, there was an unseen hand which Jahangir could not pass, which is the hand of God. Anyways, the story goes on. There's match. Statistics is 19-18, Jansher is 19, Jahangir is 18. The next year, Jahangir Khan wins the World Open. Anyways, maybe I'll share that next time. Thank you, folks. Thank you for listening to me. I hope and have a nice evening. Thank you.